Well, we've bred 5 of our female does so far. We have 2 that we were waiting for to go into heat. We just got notification this morning that one of our 2 is in heat. So we're pretty excited about that, and we're going to get her bred today. Usually you can tell if your goat's in heat. There's a few different ways you can tell. Tail fanning, where they fan their tails back and forth and walk around like that. That gives you an idea that they're in heat, as well as they're a little more vocal, they're louder, they scream a little bit more if they're in heat. Ours sometimes look across the field to our boys, kind of tells us we're in heat, but we could never really be sure. But here at the farm, we went a little high tech, a little more scientific. So we came up with something that gives us a foolproof idea that our does are in heat, and I'm going to share that with you. Well, it's a little windy out today, so hopefully you'll be able to, I'll be able to get the wind out of there. It's in the low 30s today and really windy. Hello, Miss Piper. Are you in heat there today? Is she in heat, Spencer? Yep, she's in heat. If you take notice, watch Spencer around Piper. He will follow Piper everywhere she goes, not worried about the other goats. Always at her side, almost like her shadow. So this started yesterday. He started following her around, wanted to lay with her, just being with her. And today is the 2nd day, so we definitely know that she's in heat because of the way he's reacting. It's almost funny to watch sometimes. And the thing about it is, a lot of times, especially on the first day, they want him around. It's like they want to be with him. But he doesn't bother with the other goats, as you see. Well, our scientific method, how we know our goats are in heat, is our livestock guardian dog. He will let us know whenever our goats are in heat. He'll follow that goat around all day. He'll lay with the goat. He'll sit there while she's eating. And he'll be smelling her. But he will let us know without a doubt that she's in heat for sure. He doesn't pay attention to the other goats. He just stays with that one goat, and he will be with that goat until her heat's done. So that's the kind of the way we know now. We don't even have to worry about it. We just watch Spencer, and whatever goat he's on, walks around with and spends the day with, we know she's in heat. And so far, he's never been wrong. Pretty girl. Yeah. So all you have to do is get yourself a livestock guardian dog, and you'll always know when you're, at least a male now, I don't know about a female, but you get a male livestock guardian dog and you'll know when your goats are in heat, if there's anything like our dog. That's how we do it. He hasn't been wrong yet, so we'll see, but he's doing a good job of it. So we'll get her bred. The only problem is that means I got to go in the pen with the boys, which are really stinky during breeding time. They're crazy. You ready for a girl today? Well, the goat that needs to be bred is going to be bred by Patrone. So that means the brown one. So that means I'm going to have to put Patches away, lock him up, and then we'll bring the female over here to the boys' pen. They're in rare form today, but that means I got to go in here, got to go in their pen, and I screw a board on top of their doorway, which one day I'll put a proper door in that I can open and close from the inside. But I got to screw a board up there to keep the one in, so that means I got to go in here with these stinky boys, and they do stink, let me tell you. Grab this board and screw it to their doorway over here. Do you hear that? She's hollering for you. You hear her hollering for you? You want me to bring her over? You're all excited. I'll bring her over for you. It's his lucky day today. He's spitting all over me. He's spitting all over me.
I'll be on the back side of the camera.
Move out of the way. Move out of the way. I'll shoot you. Shoot you.
At least you push instead of pull. You can push into him. Bet you'll have that door built for next breeding season.
Yeah. We'll have to. When they're wound up, stop. Don't touch me.
Just leave her locked up.
Well, we'll leave them in there for a little while together.
Should play some music for them.
Yeah. Play some Marvin Gaye.
Yep.
Well, we'll let them settle in for a while to get acquainted. Anyway, I took a road trip yesterday or the day before to Tractor Supply. I had to get some chicken feed, and also my main thing I wanted to get was some horse stall mats for the barn. Let's get them out of the car and take them into the barn. Well, the main reason I went to Tractor Supply was to get these horse mats. They're 4x6 and they're 3/4 of an inch thick, so they're super heavy. I have a couple of them down over here in the goat's pen. I do have rubber floor in that stall over there. Spencer did have a rubber floor in here. It was kind of a workout mat, I guess you would say, you know, for lifting weights or exercise and that type of thing. I ordered one of those. I put it in there, but it wasn't real heavy. Drug it outside a few times and put some holes in it. So we've tried to put beds in here and dog beds and things like that, but they always end up being outside and tore up, so we can't keep anything in here. So these horse mats are great. I do recommend them if you're looking for something that's very durable. You're not going to tear it and the dog's not going to chew it up, at least mine's not. They're very good quality, super strong. They got a rib side on one, a bump side on one end, and then they have a smooth side on the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the smooth side up. That way it's easier to clean. Spencer himself doesn't make a mess in there. He doesn't go to the bathroom, but once in a while the turkeys will come in and out of his pen, and they'll mess in there. So we usually put pine shavings in there for him to lay on, but I just want him to have some type of padding and not lay on the floor itself. So as long as he doesn't drag this out of there, we'll be good to go. And I don't think he will, because I can barely carry it to get it in here. He's got a bunch of leaves in here and pine shavings, so we'll get them cleaned out, put the floor down, and then put this stuff back in.
You hold a smile, I'll hold your hand. Take this love around the world. Don't mind those crows buzzing around your head. Nothing's gonna hurt your girl. I believe we're here for a while, then we die. But I believe this love is stronger than you and I.
If he drags this out of there, more power to him. If you drag this thing out of there, you're doing something, Spencer. You're a strong boy. Hopefully you won't chew it up. So we'll get the bedding and leaves put back in there and see how he likes it.
You hold this map, I'll hold your hand. Take this love around the world.
Here you go, buddy. You can come in this way if you want. There you go. Look at you. Is that made up to your expectations? I don't know how much they weigh. I have to look it up. Maybe it's got to be 65, 70 pounds, somewhere around there. So just try not to drag it outside. Okay? Good boy. That's one thing about having a livestock guardian dog. You want to keep them comfortable, but it's hard to keep them comfortable when they tear everything up. So if he doesn't chew this up, we'll be good to go. We'll see. Come on, girlie. Come on, baby. Come on, bud.
There you go.
Spencer's gonna love to see you. Somebody needs a treat. You know, she needs a treat.
Here you go, pretty girl.
You need to tell us when the next one's in heat. All right. Your buddy's here. You better run, Patches.
You better watch your back, Daryl.
You better run, Patches.
Woo! Kick like a... Golly. That's your only protection, that board.
So, if you never want to miss your goats in heat, all you got to do is get a livestock guardian dog. Everybody on the farm has their own job. My job is to do what Tammy tells me to do. Spencer's job is to guard all the animals. Our chicken's job is to make eggs for us. Our turkey's job are to just look cute. Our doe's job is to make kids. Our buck's job is to make kids, which is an important job, but I do believe it's the easiest job on the farm. Patrone, being the man's man that he is, I thought was going to take on a deer the other day. I don't know what was going through that brain of his, but if that fence wasn't there, I don't know what would have happened. So check this out, and we'll see you on the next one.